I guess there's a couple of things to this whole story, right? The first thing is that I shouldn't have left Fnatic in the first place.
They're looking for Rekkles, upsets him as well! We won't see Rekkles, we won't see G2 at Worlds this year.
G2 were actually in the right to bench me and multiple players in the team because we were supposed to win everything and we didn't win anything. The only thing that I didn't like was how they blocked me from going to other teams. If they are so confident in themselves, they could just compete against me.
I have not won so many games with any team ever in my career, ever, in scrims. It's crazy because I feel like this roster has the highest potential I've ever had on any roster.
The roster that they have built is going to be a good one. I think they will be a team that everyone is going to fear.
G2 are inevitable! G2 are inescapable!
For the first time in 875 days, Fnatic take down G2! Fnatic rule Europe!
G2 are the greatest team we have ever produced, and they go back to back to back to back!
But this match is not about the rivalry of G2 and Fnatic. It is about one of these lineups taking the first step on the climb back to the top. G2 and Fnatic are no longer reigning champions, but they can be again.
I've been on both sides. Now Rekkles, I guess, is also back. He's been on both teams. Mikyx is back on G2, who was my former teammate.
I think it's a lot more hype now that Rekkles is back in Fnatic. And I guess Winter's there as well, that I'm excited to play against.
Two prodigal sons of EMEA return to the bottom lane, Rekkles and Hans Sama.
Throughout my career, I think Hans was the hardest player to play against. He was pretty much the only one in the early days that stood up against me.
I think it's really exciting to play against Rekkles. It's always been since 2017 when I first came, and it feels like we've been competing against each other for a long time already.
Sama's doing the pivot, no Rekkles! He takes it away! Rekkles dodged the petrifying gaze! Rekkles and LEC get in the back door! The perfect team fight! They take it all!
This year starts with our biggest rivalry, as old names will write a new chapter in the history of G2 and Fnatic.
Feels more like a hype matchup on paper. Off the paper, it's not going to be so hype because they're going to get stomped.